Yo, let's talk about the song Brick House by the mighty Commodores. Now, I'm going to warn you right off the bat that if you are impatient and you're, whatever, this ain't going to be the video for you because I'm a free flow on this and talk about it. I've been playing this song for decades now on stage, and I learned it as a kid, my first cover band when I was about 17. When I was playing with a bunch of old dudes who are the same age as I am now. And I've never really listened and learned, I know the groove, right? But I don't, I've never studied it note for note. And no band, aside from the main groove, no band has ever really played it exactly like that. No cover band really does, you know what I mean? Unless you're like a tribute band. But what I want to show you is some of the important aspects of this line and what makes it such a classic line and some things that you can do with it. So the first aspect that we need to look at, we need to be aware of, is this classic funk groove architecture. This money shape. This is absolute money. When the volume up, it sounds like this. There's your minor pentatonic shape. Ad nauseum, funk tunes. It ain't rocket science, it's pocket science, and that is a part of the pocket science. Root, minor third, fourth, fifth, flat 7, octave. Now, there's the flat 7 also here. So there's another money shape, right? There's our root. That's our harmonic key center. That's home base, is this A minor. Minor third. There's the first part of the framework of this groove architecture. Then we go to that flat 7. That flat 7, the whole step down from the root. Okay? And then something we also, now this is the way I play it. This is the way I play it, and I've played it for years, and trust me, it ain't gonna never get you in trouble. Quick slide, sometimes it winds up being a fifth. Most of the time it winds up being a fifth, or super quick down to the minor third. You dig? Now, that is the minor third. Every note's got an octave, right? So there's the octave, which winds up being a minor 10th. If you do the math, 3 double that, you go up to 10. Don't worry about it. Let's just stay there for a second. Let's just live there for a second. And I'm going to play the backing track I'm using Songmaster Pro, which is linked below, the best tool there is for the learning and practicing musician. But what we're going to do is listen to the drums, and I'm just going to loop around that section. All right, just this. I'm purposely not going to listen to the bass on the recording because we'll do that later. We'll do that later in example. We'll talk about feel in a second. Check it. Let's talk about that lick. Another, man, this is money when it comes to funk music. From that flat 7, hammer onto the root, minor third. And Then watch this. Hammer from the flat 7 to the root 4 to the flat 3rd. And you don't have to bug out and be trying to remember. It's helpful. But when you see the shape, call the shape. Root, flat 7, whole step down. Minor 3rd. You know where it's at. Just call it. Just name them. And then eventually you won't have to name them anymore. Okay? But you don't want this textbook knowledge hindering you from playing. Okay? All I did, just slop. Now, when I have played this, I used to play this with a band called the Legends at Fat Cats 20 times a weekend. And it was one of my favorite songs to play because we did it in a whole block. But I would switch between thumping, palm muting, and fingerstyle, depending on what was going on on the bandstand, the dynamics, if the singer wanted to talk and blah, 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 whatever. So let me show you that lick. There's that minor 10th going down. If that's 10, then that must be 9. Right? So C, B, A, G. The ability to do that only comes from understanding this framework, architecture of this minor pentatonic scale, that shape, and then having been immersed in this genre for many years. You dig what I'm saying? So there's a thing that you want to, when you get a shape or an idea, you got to then listen. But this is, it's all over the place. Skin Tight. There's a ton of tunes that it's gonna that shape is good. There's another shape. Root 5, flat 7, octave. Alphabet Street. But all the Alphabet Street is in G. Okay? So let's now talk about feel. And I'm going to listen to what's here. And kind of trip out on the long and shorts and all that stuff. Here we go. And I know he played a P bass on this. There was something that I hadn't noticed before. So now listening to it with different ears, I can hear something different. That's a flat 7 to the 6. All right, so I can guarantee you Lionel Richie, if Lionel Richie is doing Brick House today, he's not doing it the same way they did in 77, right? They're going to do it in an updated version. Now, you don't want to get crazy with this. But I'm not going to listen to the whole tune, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through, and then I'm going to stop and talk through different things as I go along, okay? Just with the drum track. Short notes. Thumping. Finger style. Longer notes. Palm muting on the verse. With the steps she used. 36, 34, 36. Brick house. Ah. I like to thump it. Verse. Box. Let's talk about that right there. That's a Larry Graham influence thing, right? That's the Larry Graham coming from the root, 4 frets down. You dig? So that's what I'm talking about before. Is you listen and you grab these influences and they kind of get stuck on you, right? Whether you want them to or not. So I think this is the shake it down now. How? Let's go. Gotta beware of the copyright people. Beware of the copyright people. So now the shake it down now. Let me show you how I do that part. What I'll usually do, again in a live setting, I'll play that A at the 12th fret of the A string and the flat 7 of A. So there's our A and our flat 7, which is going to be G, right? The octave of G. Another shape, another money shape that you should just kind of have and get You know, call it what it is. And then throw the definition out of the window. On the recording, it's more. There's that flat 7, 6, 5. You could just groove. I mean, look, you can groove on that. Copyright. Check it. Anyways, man, that's Brick House. Experiment. I can't, this has been a long video, I know. So if you made it to the end, kudos to you. Listen, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.